partitioning shapes into equal areas. Let's look at halves and fourths. Here is a circle partitioned right down the middle into a half, or halves. Here is another circle with a plus sign kind of partitioned into 4 or fourths. You can also partition rectangles, or in this case, right into halves by drawing one line from one corner to the other. This does work in rectangles for halves. If I were to partition a rectangle into fourths, I would kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, draw lines down to make 4 equal parts. Now, if I'm going to do fourths with a line across from corner to corner, you have to have a square. If it's not a square, your shapes are not equal and you end up without fourths because it's not equal parts. So square only, you can draw an X and turn it into 4 equal triangles. But also note that you can do that same thing in a circle. However, you don't have triangles because you have a curved outer edge and the triangle requires a straight edge on all 3 sides. A circle doesn't have that, so a circle would not be triangles. Now, more halves with a rectangle, just a line right down the middle, up and down, and side to side. Same with fourths, just like we did up and down lines, you can do side to side lines in any rectangle and create fourths. An important idea to remember when you're partitioning shapes into equal areas is whatever the number of equal parts you want, if you find a shape with that many equal sides, so for fourths, 4 equal sides is a square, 1, 2, 3, 4. You put a dot in the center and then connect from your corner to the center. If you do that, you will end up with fourths. Again, 4 equal sides, corner to the center gives you fourths. Or if there was 5 equal sides, corner to the center gives you fifths, sixths, so on and so forth. With halves, that's a problem because there's no shape or polygon with 2 equal sides. It doesn't exist. You can't close a figure and only have 2 sides. But here's a trapezoid I split into halves. Drew the 4 sides here and just drew a line right down the middle. That's all you got to do with halves. Line down the middle, make sure you have about equal sides and you're good. Let's do halves with triangles. If I have a triangle with all equal sides, I draw a line from the corner straight down, or straight across, or straight across. And as long as all my sides in the triangle are equal, I'll end up with equal side, or with equal halves. Now with fourths, if I try that triangle thing, it doesn't work. I won't have equal every time. So it's important that you're careful to make sure all of your parts are equal with each shape you're splitting up. A circle, I can do fourths, but remember these are not triangles, so don't think that they are. Whenever you split a circle up into fourths or fifths or whatever, you don't have triangles here. But if I do the square, I do get 4 equal triangles. Here's a way to build a shape. You take a shape you have, and if you just keep adding on to it, you'll get halves and fourths. Say this little 3-block shape I have here. If I draw another one that's exactly the same area, now I have 2 of them, and each one is half. So now I have halves. Or if instead of drawing 2, I drew 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They each have the same area. Now I have fourths. I can partition shapes into halves and fourths with equal areas. So halves and fourths is what we're looking at. Here's a square. Partition it into halves. Here's another square. Partition it into fourths. And do the circle into fourths too.